before we start this tutorial, I just want to point out that I am in standard tuning here. The original is down half a step, which means E has become E flat, A has become A flat, and so on. The reason though that I'm in standard for this tutorial is just to make it easier to play along, and it means you don't need to tune down to learn this song. But if you want to play it along with the original, then you're going to want to tune down every string half a step. So we're going to start off with your first finger on the 2nd fret of the G string, and you're going to play that note, and then you're going to hammer your 2nd finger down on the 3rd fret, and then hammer your 3rd finger down on the 4th fret. So you've got this. So you're going to pick once and get 3 notes through. After you've done that, you're going to play the high E string with your 1st finger. You're going to play that note, and then you're going to play it again, but this time pulling off onto the open E string. So you've got this. Okay, then you're going to do the same thing, but this time you're going to be using your 2nd finger on the 3rd fret, okay, of the high E string. Then the next bit, again, you're going to start off with those 2 hammer-ons, and then your 4th finger is going to go on the 4th fret of the high E string. Do the same thing, and then you're going to come back to that hammer-on, double hammer-on again, and then you're going to pull off on the 3 again on the high E string. So what you've got in total here is this. Okay, and you actually do that twice in a row, but on the 2nd time you omit the very last part. So it's going to sound like this. So at that point, you actually just leave that note there and you don't go for that extra pull-off. Now, once you've done that, we're going to break this next section into a few chunks because it's quite hard to remember this stuff. So what you're going to do is you're going to start off with this. Okay, so we're going to play 3 and 2 on the B string. And then you're going to stay on that 2 and you're going to pick it again, hammer onto the 3, and then pull off back to the 2. So here's what you've got. Okay, then you go to the 4th fret of the G string, then you're going to go back to that 2nd fret on the B string, and then you're going to do a pull off from 4 to 2 on the G string. Then you're going to play 4 and 2 on the D string, this time pick both of them. Then you're going to do a hammer on from 2 to 4, and then you're going to play the 2nd fret of the G string, like this. Then the next part is going to go like this. Okay, so we're simply going to play 2 and 4 on the G string, and then 2 and 3 on the B string, and then you're going to do a hammer on from 2 to 3, and then you're going to play 0, 2 and 3 on the high E string. So it's like this. This next part is going to sound like this. So what I'm doing here is I'm starting on the 3rd fret of the high E string with my 2nd finger, and I'm playing that twice. But on the 2nd pick, I'm going to pull off onto the 2nd fret of the high E string with my 1st finger. So we've got this. Okay, then I'm going to go onto the B string and I'm going to play 3, 5, 3, 2 with my 2nd, 4th, 2nd and 1st fingers. Then I'm going to play 2, 3, 2, and then finally 2 on the G string. Okay, so I'll play that bit slowly. So once I've played that 2 on the 2nd fret of the G string, I'm going to do this. So what I did there is I slid up with my first finger from 2 to 4 on the G string. Then I actually bar across the top 3 strings, okay, the E, B and G strings. And then I play the top 2 notes, okay, so top 2 strings. But then I add my second finger to the 5th fret of the G string and I play that note, and then I just cycle through those 3 notes, 3 strings again like this. Alright, so that bit's quite hard to remember, so I'll do that again. I slid up. One more time. Alright, then I'm going to take that shape I've got there, alright? So with my first finger still barred and my second finger on the G string on the next fret up, but I'm going to shift all of that up 1 fret and go like this. Okay, so I'm going to play the G string, the high E string and the B string. And then I'm going to shift up to a D shape, if you think of what the open D chord looks like. But up onto the 9th fret, so I'm going to slide up to the 9th fret, put on that D shape, so on the 10th fret and the 9th fret, and I'm going to go. And that is the end of the solo. Okay, so I'm going to play that whole bit just one more time just to make sure, because that's the hardest bit to get your head round. So it's going to go like this. Feel free to go back to the start of the video and watch through the demonstration again, maybe even put it on slow motion in the YouTube settings, just to get all the phrasing and note lengths and everything like that. And also I've attached a PDF, okay, so just look in the description of the video and you'll be able to download that for free. And don't forget, of course, to subscribe to this channel for more content.